কেক কি হবে? কেক খাদ্য পাঠাবে চ্যারিটি না কিনে আপনি যে টাকাটা দেবেন ওটা বাড়াই দেবেন কিনে আপনি যে টাকাটা এখানে খরচ করবেন হ্যাঁ পাঠাই দেবেন কেক কেক কিভাবে পাঠাবে এই টাকাটা হবে টোটাল সেল করে Yeah. Yeah.
You never know, you never know.
And first of all, I want to introduce Mohammed Abu Al-Kalam from the Islamic Forum of Europe. So give him a big round of applause, Mohammed.
Good morning, everybody. How are we feeling? Are we angry today? I said, are we angry today? Because let me tell you, I am angry. I am angry because 4 innocent children who are playing football on the beach were bombed to death by Israel. Are you angry? UK, to the government of the USA, to the international world, if you do not stand with the Palestinian people, we will. Yes, we will. Ladies and gentlemen, whilst we do the political activism, whilst we write to our MPs, whilst we boycott Israeli goods, we should also support the people in Palestine with our generosity. So I say to the Israeli government, I say to those that bomb Al-Wafa Hospital and Ashifa Hospital, who bomb orphanages and places where disabled people go for medical attention, you bomb one hospital, we will rebuild 100 hospitals. Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Thank you very much.
Thank you very, very much, the Islamic Forum of Europe. Our next speaker is Diane Abbott. Diane Abbott, an MP who is a great friend of Palestine, an advocate and an outspoken campaigner against the illegal occupation of Palestine, and an anti-war advocate all around. Together for Diane Abbott.
I am here to show solidarity with the people of Gaza. And as we gather here in what was the heart of the British Empire, we should remember that no injustice can stand forever. We mourn all the deaths that have happened just in the past 11 days. 2 Israeli deaths and over 300 Palestinians. And we call for an end to the occupation, justice for the Palestinians, and a real peace. And of course we want a ceasefire. But in the end, the only thing that will stop this killing is an end to the occupation and true justice for Palestine. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Diane. The reason that the politicians turn their backs on the Palestinian people is not because they're ignorant, it's because they're complicit. The truth is, Israel is the West's biggest ally in the Middle East, and they arm it, they support it, they give aid to it, they give diplomatic cover to it, because they want it to survive and they want it to prosper, because they want to control the region. And those people in Britain and elsewhere who have been campaigning in defence and for the Palestinian people often find themselves under attack. And I want to introduce someone very special now to you all. A woman called Jocelyn Herndl. She is the mother of Tom Herndl, who laid down his life in support of the Palestinian people. Give a big round of applause.
I cannot feel more solidarity for the women and children and all those people, civilian people who have died in Gaza. I understand the horrendous impossibility at the moment for Palestinians to feel as though they have justice. They do not have justice. And until the occupation exists no longer, there will be no peace. The deeper debate has to take place. I attended a debate in Westminster Hall a couple of days ago, and there are many MPs who are hugely supportive. Human stories came out, but every time I see a civilian death, I see 4 children playing football on the beach in Gaza, I imagine what their families must be going through. It is the most horrendous hell in Gaza. And I really do pray that Israel develops a different language, adheres to international law, listens Palestinians, to all the international condemnation of the building of settlements, I pray that it listens in a completely different way. And I pray for all those Palestinians in Gaza and in the West Bank, and all of you here who have relatives in Rafah, in Gaza, anywhere, any Palestinians, please take heart, and I really hope that something can change for the better.
Thanks very much, Jocelyn. And the work of Tom and all of the activists from Britain makes a difference, because some people sometimes say our protesting makes no difference. Well, there was an article in the Israeli newspaper Haaretz yesterday which said that Britain is the organising centre of a global pro-Palestine movement, and that's so the world is watching today as we march. The next person I'd like to introduce is one of the representatives of one of the organising groups of this demonstration today. His name is Omar Hamdoun. He's from the Muslim Association of Britain. Give him a big round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, isn't it ironic that while the bombing and the blockade of Gaza continues, the real terrorists have gone on a charm offensive, trying to persuade the world that it is their right to kill over 600 and 260 innocent Palestinians. It's ironic that the real terrorists want to persuade us that bombing hospitals is an act of defense. They want to persuade us that bombing homes, killing women, children, is an act of defense. They want to persuade us that murdering 4 boys playing on a beach is an act of defense. And we are here today to say, who are you joking? Who are you laughing at? Recently, Archbishop Tutu of South Africa, he described the treatment of the Palestinians as no different to the apartheid regime that fell in South Africa, where people suffered under the racist laws in South Africa. And he said, declaring his support for the Palestinians, that those who turn a blind eye to the injustice actually perpetrate injustice. If you are neutral to injustice, you have chosen to side with the oppressor. And today, we are here to say that we are for justice. We are for Palestine. We are to support Palestine and end the Israeli aggression. Palestine teaches us a lot. Brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, Palestine has taught us a lot and has shown us a lot. It has unveiled the masks of the world terrorists. Today we see there are many countries, governments, not the people, who are supporting Israel and supporting for the attack of Gaza. And some of those countries are shamefully Arab countries who have even provided money for Israel to go and invade Gaza. So we say shame on you! Shame on you! And while we are here today, there are people throughout the world who are also supporting the protests. Throughout the world, New York, Oslo, Ankara, and even within Israel today, there are people who are supporting the freedom of Palestine. But shame on the French government, who have banned the protests in Paris today. And we are here finally to make some demands. We demand that the opening of the Rafah crossing so that Palestinians are not strangled with the prison siege that has been imposed on them. We demand the freedom of all political prisoners. We demand to establish the right to fund Gaza, and not by our government who makes those who support Gaza as supporters of terrorism. And we demand that the aggression stops, and it stops now. Thank you.
End the siege of Gaza! End the siege now! End the siege of Gaza! End the siege now! End the siege of Gaza! End the siege now! End the siege of Gaza! Now, we can see our numbers increasing by the minute. We have reached the end of the road and I think we're turning to go right round. Today, we will have a march that extends so far that our statement will be made very clear. If you could lower your banners so we can have a look and see how far we have reached. Right, now this is when we know that Palestine will be free, because we because it's off the ground, we want it. Free! Palestine! Free! 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 Free! Palestine! Palestine! The Muslim community here today, and the Muslim community all over the world, as Israel attacks Gaza and the Palestinians during this holy month of Ramadan. Their cowardly, barbaric attacks are majority of the time during when families are together breaking their fasts before a bomb has attacked them. It is at the time when they wake up early in the morning to make their prayers and to get ready for fasting. These cowardly attacks and this massacre is not acceptable. What we say is that this is a very important fact, and Israel must know this. The Muslims have never, ever been defeated during this holy month of Ramadan. And let them know that they never, ever will. Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Because today is Ben White, a journalist who always delivers the truth, a true activist, always supporting Palestine, and who is also the author of a book about Israeli apartheid, which is what it is. It is an apartheid state. Ben White.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters, comrades and friends. I know, like me, this week you've seen a lot of horrific images from the Gaza Strip. Fathers and mothers weeping, inconsolable over the dead bodies of their children, begging them to wake up. The grief and the anger in Gaza is strong and is overwhelming. Families destroyed while they're sleeping, children killed while they're on the beach, young men slaughtered as they're on their way to pray in mosques. And Israel has been visiting grief and anger ever since the ethnic cleansing of Palestine in 1948 through to the apartheid system that exists today. And I know that some of that grief and anger is felt here and around the world. And I know also that some of us can sometimes feel powerless or helpless to make a difference as single people. But that's a lie. It's not true that any of us is powerless or helpless to be able to answer the desperate call of solidarity from the Palestinian people. We are here at the start of the march today, outside Downing Street, a centre of political power in the UK. And I'm sure you guys like me have been appalled by the despicable statements of support and justification issued by David Cameron and other members of the government, statements of support for this massacre. But unfortunately, it's not just words. There are 31 companies in the UK that export arms to Israel. In 4 years, the UK government granted arms export licenses to Israel worth £180 million. So that is why all of us here today demand an arms embargo on Israel now. Israel is only able to commit these kinds of atrocities because it has the support of governments and companies around the world. And that is why a vital part of all of our responses today and going forward is to support the Palestinian call for boycott, divestment and sanctions, to renew our energies, to redouble our efforts, to pursue BDS campaigns wherever we are. Don't buy Israeli goods. Campaign and urge companies like G4S and Veolia and Sainsbury's to end their complicity in colonialism and occupation. Demand an arms embargo. And together, all of us, we will respond to the Palestinian resistance and steadfastness with truth-telling and meaningful solidarity. Thank you very much.
Thanks very much, Ben. Today is going to be the biggest day of protest pro-Palestine for years. This is already the biggest demonstration since 2009, and we know there are protests taking place around the world today. Let's send a message to the French government for trying to ban pro-Palestine protests. I'm telling you, this movement is not going to end today. We are going to stay in the streets until the invasion has ended. We are going to stay in the streets until Palestine is free. We've already called, all the organisations involved in today have called the next protest for Tuesday, 5:30 at the Israeli embassy. We are going to be calling further protests during the week. But I also want to mention two other things. One, today we need to make sure everyone knows about this protest. So make sure you're on social media. Make sure you're tweeting. The Twitter hashtag is GazaJ19. So get that out there. Also, there's all sorts of things from the different organisations that you can get to display your support. There's a window poster that one of the organisations has produced with the Palestinian flag. There's stickers. There's all sorts of things and badges that people can take away from today. Because today is just a launch pad for a mass movement. I'd also like to say one other thing, just a question of health and safety today. It is very hot and it is very muggy. The stewards have all got water with them. So if anyone wants water, go to one of the stewards and they've got water that they can distribute. Thanks very much. Look after each other today. This is a historic day, a historic protest, and it's a campaign that does not end. So I want to introduce another speaker, someone who stood up for the Palestinians, someone who's spoken out on many platforms, has been part of this campaign, which is a very broad campaign. Give a big round of applause to the Reverend Garth Hewitt. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm a canon of St. George's Anglican Cathedral in Jerusalem, and I bring you a statement that comes from the National Coalition of Christian organizations in Palestine. It's a coalition of 32 Christian organizations from Gaza, Jerusalem and Bethlehem. And they are saying, support Gaza's right to life. And they say this: in the spirit of the living God who sanctifies all life, and in keeping with our faith and its teachings, we appeal to all people across the world to work with their fellow citizens and governments to end Israel's Operation Protective Edge. And the brutal military siege has been going on for the past 7 years. This is not a war, this is only vengeance and collective punishment. Israel fosters a general atmosphere of incitement in order to please certain sections of the population who are Palestinian hating. The irresponsible Israeli authority just kills Palestinians and demolishes their houses. In order to please those people, we acknowledge, however, the voice and action of those Israelis who've expressed themselves against this policy of their government. So support the Palestinians' right to life, say with a loud voice, stop the killing, stop demolishing houses, and call for justice and peace in this land that once was called holy. And I'd just like to add this to their statement and say, we need a ceasefire over Gaza, but that's not enough. The occupation must end. The siege must end. The oppression must end. And the separation walls must come down right across Palestine. I have heard Palestinians during this collective punishment crying out, are we not humans too? It is time to treat Palestinians as humans with equal rights to everyone else. And remember this, no matter what happens, no injustice will last forever. So free!
Palestine! 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 Palestine!
What do we want? What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
Free!
Palestine!
Free!
Palestine!
Free!
Palestine!
Free!
Palestine!
I have a message that Obama, a statement that Obama had made. We know what kind of statements to expect from him. Obama says, no nation should accept rockets being fired into its borders or terrorists tunneling its territory. Well, who could that apply to, I wonder? No terrorists? What do you call Israeli terrorists? No rockets being fired? What do you call the rockets that are bombarding Gaza every single day, throughout the day, harming innocent people in their own homes who are waiting to die? And what do you say when out of the over 300 people who have been brutally murdered, 70 of those are children? You say, Israel says they use target precision, so they use target guided precision, i.e. meaning they can see where they are targeting and they know exactly who they are targeting. So what do you have to say when 70 children have lost their childhood and when their parents are now without their young ones in their homes? And what do you have to say to those children who have been orphaned, who have lost their parents in this crisis? Free Palestine!
Free Palestine!
Our next speaker is Rushanara Ali, a Labour Friends of Palestine MP for Bethnal Green. She herself has been to visit the West Bank and has witnessed the illegal occupation. Rushanara Ali.
Good afternoon, everyone. Assalamu alaikum. I want to start off by saying how appalled I was, and all of us are, to see the slaughter of Palestinians once again in Gaza. And I want to say with all of you that we are with the Palestinians today, and we will always be with Palestinians, however much people feel repressed. What I want to say again as well is a big thank you to all of you for putting pressure on your members of parliament, on our government. David Cameron 4 years ago said Gaza was like an open prison. And since this conflict has begun, he has failed to show international leadership, and that is not acceptable. We need to put pressure on our government today and onwards, going forward, to speak up for the injustice, to call for an end to the blockade, to call for an end to the occupation. We need justice, and we need our government for everything you're doing, and we are with you. My party is with you. The Labour Friends of Palestine group is with you, and we will continue to speak up in Parliament and continue to fight with you. Thank you.
Free, free!
Palestine!
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 Leicester, don't you cry!
We will never let you cry!
Leicester, don't you cry!
We will never let you cry!
Leicester, don't you cry!
We will never let you cry!
Leicester, don't you cry!
We will never let you cry!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terrorist state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terrorist state!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Now, then what do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
Do we want it?
Now!
Free, free!
Palestine!
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 Leicester, don't you cry!
We will never let you cry!
Leicester, don't you cry!
We will never let you cry!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
This is brilliant! There's so many of you here! We're here for Palestine! We're here for justice! We're here for freedom! Our next speaker is someone who has been speaking at many of these rallies because he's been working solidly for years and years in Parliament to raise solidarity with Palestine, to raise the voice of the Palestinian people, to challenge the government on their disgraceful and disgusting stance on Palestine. I'm really pleased to introduce Andy Slaughter to you today. Andy.
It's taken me 45 minutes to get here from Westminster Station. That's so many people are here. I've never seen so many people out to support the Palestinian people, to support the people in Gaza who are suffering such terrible oppression at the moment, and to oppose what the Israelis are doing and what the West is doing by supporting them. Do you remember that when Gaddafi was going to bomb Benghazi and go house to house, the West intervened militarily, and last year they tried to do the same thing in Syria until we stopped them. What do they do when the IDF is going house to house in Gaza? They say they're concerned. The new Foreign Secretary says, we believe Israel has a right to self-defense. And the French government has banned the equivalent demonstration to this in Paris today. Where is the democracy there? I say to everybody here, we have to fight for the people of Gaza because our governments are not fighting for the people of Gaza and for the people of Palestine. And when civilians, 50,000 people displaced, 300 people killed, sewage works bombed, not by accident, not collateral damage, deliberately. I was in Gaza 3 weeks after Clark fled. I saw the phosphorus in the grounds of the hospitals. I saw the shell holes in the sides of the mosques. That's what's happening today in Gaza. That's what we must protest about. And although Britain bears a big responsibility for everything that's happening in the Middle East, and although this disgraceful coalition government is doing nothing for the human rights of the Palestinians, the British people do stand side by side with the Palestinian people, and every single one of you today is carrying on that fight. And we must march, we must protest, we must continue until we have a free Palestine, till we have a sovereign state in Palestine, till we end the occupation, till we end the apartheid. That's what today is about. Thank you everybody for coming. Your voice makes a difference. Free, free!
Palestine!
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 If I can ask you to put your banners down for a moment, please. Leave your banners down, let's have a look. Can everybody put their banners down? Thousands and thousands of you have turned up to this protest demonstration today. Free, free!
Palestine!
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 Rasta, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
Rasta, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
Rasta, don't you cry!
We will never let you die!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea!
Palestine will be free!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Free, free!
Palestine!
Make some noise for Rasta!
Do you support Palestine's right to resistance against an illegal occupation? Do you support Palestine's right to resist when they are under siege? When no medical supplies
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terror state!
1, 2, 3, 4!
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8!
Israel is a terror state!
Ladies and gentlemen, what do we want?
Justice!
And when do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Louder, what do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Now!
Free,
Palestine!
free, free,
Palestine!
free, free.
Palestine!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will be free!
From the sea to the river.
Palestine will be free!
Guys, I want you to make noise as loud as possible for Gaza. David Cameron.
Shame on you!
David Cameron.
Shame on you!
Point. Everyone get their finger and point. David Cameron.
Shame on you!
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 Free, free.
Palestine!
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 1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terror state!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terror state!
What do we want?
Justice!
Louder. What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
David Cameron.
Shame on you!
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 Free, free.
Palestine!
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 Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die!
Gaza, Gaza, don't you cry.
We will never let you die!
Are we gonna let Gaza die?
No!
I don't think they can hear you. Are we gonna let Gaza die?
No!
Are we gonna let Gaza die?
No!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
Where's the finger? David Cameron.
Shame on you!
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 1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terror state!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more!
5, 6, 7, 8.
Israel is a terror state! Palestine! 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 Palestine!
কইলো গ্লাস না কি কইলো
ওই যে গ্লাসের সিম্বলটা আছে না কিসের সিম্বল জান বলবো
ইটালি
হ্যাঁ
ইটালি
ইটালি
এদিকে যাবে মিছিল
এদিকে যাবে হ্যাঁ এদিকে মানে ওই ইসরায়েলি এমবেসি এদিকে মনে হয় যা সামনে যায় দেখুন
এমপি